Yeah, I don't really have a lot to say on this one because, man, these birds are annoying. Hey guys, this is Chemical. We're just going straight into the Crown Tundra stuff here because we're gonna go chase a bird. We're not actually going into the map here. We're going bird to chase because it's like right there. And, yeah, I'll have to show Zapdos later. I've been spending like nearly half an hour trying to find this stupid thing, and then I just fly back to the one point here, and it just immediately is right on top of us, and I'm like, okay, I guess that's what we're doing then. We gotta get it down now. I imagine it's going to a stop point here, maybe like up the top here or something. Don't tell me I have to like actually, it's going away. Okay, so it's going up the top bit there. Hopefully it stops there, so I can actually, Oh no! You might be the first one in the Pokédex, but that doesn't mean I need to see you right now. Get out of here! We're chasing the bird down! Yeah, there it is. So I actually have a screenshot on my Switch of it being here. Because this is the very first place that I saw it. And that's why I was thinking, like, maybe it would spawn back here. And I think... I've already lost track of it. I think it's that one. Looks like I was not right. RIP! Okay, yeah, so this thing is really annoying because it, like, body doubles all the time. I want to hope... Yeah, if you fly back, I guess it resets the thing. So, okay, we have a loop now. I know this for a fact from the Moltres as well. So now I guess I've just got to go back and go, you know, like, reset this. This is by far the most annoying one to get. The Moltres is a simple encounter, and we did the Zapdos last time. I actually need to show the stats and stuff of the Zapdos, because I know I failed it in the LP because of Ruskin, but I did actually go back and catch the Zapdos off stream because I was curious about the stats and stuff. So I'll show that off when we're done here, but since we've got the Articuno like right here, I really want to just get this done and hopefully get a catch out of it. Okay, it is front one at this point, so hopefully it should be anyway. Yeah, that looks like it was the right one. Alright, so that means I need to get party sorted out for this. Because as much as I want to use the stuff here, I think it is better if I actually have Thunderwave for one. I need that. Yeah, so I guess we can show the Zapdos whilst I'm here. I nature minted it for Jolly because I got the neutral nature one. This is max stats now because of hyper training. It's very, very similar, just a physical version of regular Zapdos with I think 5 base points in defense changed over. So what this is telling me is, I think it's like 85 base special attack instead of what would be 90 in attack. And 90 in both defenses, where one of the defenses was 85 before. I forget which one. I think it was physical. What this is telling me is that the birds are stat swapped, kind of like evolutions are. They're stat swapped from what their original... they've got the same, like, actual numbers, they're just in different places in the stat totals, compared to the regular versions. But anyway, that's kind of besides the point. I just thought I'd mention it since I have it here. So, yeah, let's just move some of the stuff out of the way here. We don't need Boozer. You could be okay. Yeah, I mean, the Gala Zapdos is also Roadrunner. That's very true. Metagross is good for the tanking here. Psychic and Flying is the typing that it has. So, Metagross is definitely going to help for that. Urshifu would be great if it wasn't weak to flying. So, in other words, not that great. So, I mean, Absol could be okay, but it's going to get eaten up by a flying attack. You may also see some other, like, I mean, Aegislash should be pretty good here, right? If it wasn't for the fact that they're both level 50. Because the birds come at level 70, so even, like, Corviknight over here isn't going to be great because of that. Weavile is fine. I'd want stuff that can take the hits, pretty much. That's why I'm looking specifically at that. I mean, laugh about saying that. I'd say it's not going to take that much damage. This thing is probably quite powerful. So, I don't know about not taking the damage part. I also want something that doesn't just kill it, but I mean, I've got enough with these two for that, I think. I'll just heal up the Rotom as we go here as well, just to get that, and then we can save. I did catch the Zapdos in the Luxury Bowl in the end because I wasn't recording it, so it was a lot easier to get the stuff. I could use a Repeat Ball if I want to off of this one because I have transferred my stuff from Pokemon Home at this point. There we go. I was gonna say, yeah, I definitely got it right. It was the right one. Yeah, so this Rotom is actually a regular one because I was using it to catch Zapdos, and it was immune to the fighting and resistant to the electric stuff, so, you know, that was dead simple. Having saved, like, just before this thing starts up, I think I can get away with trying to use a Dark Pulse on it here. Because it is non-stab, it's also, like, not that powerful. Oh, but we're in the hail here. Oh, no, I didn't think about that. Oh, no. Oh, that's the worst possible place to be fighting this thing. Obviously Zapdos was not in a blizzard when I was digging this before. Uh-oh. Huh. Yeah, that's gonna complicate things quite a lot here, isn't it? Yeah, that might actually be what ends up happening, is it might just have to, you know, chuck stuff at it much quicker. I'm gonna hit it with Zen Headbutt here, because that shouldn't, like, do that much. I know we'll have a stat shuffle, but, like, the minimum base stat that the birds have is 85, so even if that's what its defense is, we should be able to not, like, completely cripple it. Yeah, that doesn't even do half. So, yeah, I think as much as I wanted to try and catch all of these in Luxury Bowls, I think the hail is gonna kind of make me just chuck Repeat Balls at this thing and hope it works. I'll probably do that for like 2-3 turns and then I'll switch to Timer, because I think Timer Balls will be better at that point. I know it's still very high health, so I wouldn't expect these to work yet, but... Oh, Psycho Shift! That's an interesting one. Hey, Retro. That's actually really annoying, because now it's not paralyzed. I didn't think it would have that. Okay. Well, back into Rotom we go, then. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to have that shifted. That actually also makes me curious. I wonder if it uses Psycho Shift on an electric type here. I wonder if that actually still cures the paralysis. That's a game mechanic I've never had to even think about before. If you can't transfer the status, I wonder if it actually cures it. We'll just have to find out. Yeah, we really don't have very much time to be catching this one, though. It does have Hurricane, okay. So Hurricane, Psycho Cut, Psycho Shift, and Freezing Glare, right? Its signature attack. Which, surprisingly, we haven't seen yet. I was expecting that to be, like, the immediate thing that happens here, but obviously not. Yeah, this is gonna be bad. I almost wonder, then, if it'll be worth bringing Heal Pulse into this fight. I don't think I have anything that has Heal Pulse, though. Maybe a Gothitelle? I might have a Gothitelle that's got Heal Pulse, I actually don't know. Ouch. Switcheroo leftovers? Wait, can you actually switch items to a Wildmon? Because I could totally teach Trick to Rotom and trick it leftovers, yeah. I'm gonna have to heal, too. That would be a really, really creative way of dealing with this. Okay, so there's the question answered. If you can't get affected by the status condition, then you do not actually, you don't get to heal yourself with the Psycho Shift. That's really good to know. Yeah, so the goal of this one basically is to get the legendary bits. That's what I want to do in this part, but we'll see. This ain't going well. I might have to... Oh, that's a critical. Yes, okay. Good. I don't care what the nature and stuff is like here because I'm fully committed to just nature minting and hyper training this thing. That's the beauty of Gen 8, is that you can completely modify any Pokemon at this point. You don't have to worry about getting the right nature, you don't have to worry about getting the right IVs, there's no hidden power to go with here. That would be the only concern, is to look for like HP, probably HP Ice or something. Because spoilers, from what I've seen of these, the move pools are like really limited. We don't get the Pokédex entry because I've already transferred a regular Articuno in. Yeah, so that's a bit unfortunate. I can go look at it, but... So yeah, we've managed to catch the Articuno, like I said. We saw Zapdos on the end of yesterday's part. I say yesterday. Oh, it should be in terms of actual thing too. I've been putting these up like one a day, if I'm thinking of this right. So yeah, it'll be yesterday's part on YouTube too. We saw the Zapdos in battle. I didn't actually catch it there, but you know, it's close enough. And yeah, this happened when I caught the Zapdos as well. It was like, you know, it's glorious beauty, how's you going? You know, it's like, you actually got a legendary? Cool, that's awesome, now go get the rest. You lazy butt. So yeah, that's essentially where we're at with that. Alright, I guess we can take a quick look at it. Not the worst nature of it, but okay, so we have a much more aggressive form of Articuno here. This looks like it's gotten its 125 special attack back. Back in Generation 1, before the special stats split, all of the birds, I think, had a 125 special, because Zapdos and Moltres have still got special attack, but Articuno had it in special defense instead, and only had 95 special attack. That is definitely higher than a 95 in special attack. So, yeah, all of the birds I think will retain their 90 base HP. They've got a couple of stats that are 90, so it makes sense if that didn't get shuffled. Pretty okay speed too. I know it's speed boosting by nature, but like that's not bad. Oh, I wanted to see the signature move as well, right? Because this has, yeah, 90. Okay, 90 base power is probably okay. I was gonna say this has to be a good move in order to not use expanding force, right? Because I'm assuming this thing will get expanding force. There's a spoiler, I guess, but I've already looked at Zapdos in game. It can get coaching and dual wing beat, so I'm imagining they all get their same type bonus tutor moves from the Isle of Armor stuff. So yeah, that's okay. So yeah, pretty good stuff with that. I guess actually I mean I can show how. Let's catch the Moltres first. I think I need to immediately switch my party up for this actually, because spoilers, the Moltres actually is a lot quicker to get than this thing. So for the Moltres, it's dark and flying, so we want to have stuff that kind of resists that. So too bad I don't have like Magirna in the game at the moment, because that would be perfect. Steel Fairy would just resist that entirely. Bishop is probably okay for it though, if I can find one of those, because yeah, Bishop is signed. Oh yeah, I guess again spoilers with this stuff, but like these are all the other mons I've brought over that I have to train at some point. I did say earlier I'd already done the stuff. Yeah, so like again, all the legendaries in the previous games, I have a lot of these. I've been making them battle ready today. I just need to get movesets and Dynamax candies on them and whatnot. That's all good though. It's fine to just like set that up beforehand. I guess no, because it's a special attacker. Because it has to be a special attacker, the Moltres, because its ability is Berserk, right? It raises special attack when it's at half health, or goes below half health. So there's no way that Weezing would be fine here. It has to be a special attacker. I guess any sort of fairy would probably be okay. Like Sylveon would probably be fine to tank it. If it wasn't quad weak to flying, Virizion would be fine to do it. I know I have a level 100 Bishop somewhere because I have a shiny one from a previous game that I think I might have. No, I also have one that Ashur gave me that has been like hyper trained and stuff. Is it this one? It is this one. It's also got Assault Vest on it, so that's even better. Because again, if it has to be a special attacker, like outright. Weavile's probably still fine. I wanna have like one space. I'm keeping this thing out. I know it's weak to it, but I'm keeping it out for the not the Assault Vest, the Thunder Wave. I should probably also just teach Dragonite Thunder Wave whilst I'm here as well. And I just want to keep the Articuno out because we're gonna be fixing that up later. So, you know, I'll be nice to it. I don't need to heal it, but I feel like being nice. Right, so Thunder Wave. There we go. Wait, Bishop can learn Thunder Wave? I totally forgot about that. Let's get rid of Flamethrower. Yeah, so I think we should be fine at that. So let's go ahead and Moltres is in the Isle of Armor. The best way that I've seen so far to catch it, because it flies really fast, it just flies around the island from what I've seen. But if you catch it, because it's right there, if you catch up to it and get a Baneri in the face, but if you catch up to it, then it stops and it attacks you, right? So that's been the best way that I've noticed it, is that it always starts right near the dojo, so you can just kind of go from here. And then, yeah, it just comes down and attacks. Like I've said, normally I would save in the middle of these, and maybe I should have, but the other thing with these is I've noticed from killing the Zapdos on stream last night, yesterday on this thing, you actually don't lose the encounter if you run away or kill the Pokemon. This is not old school stuff in that aspect. Oh, that's Nasty Plot, right? Well, Bishop's Assault Vest will be fine for that, right? Yeah, this isn't old school stuff. If you KO the Legendary, then it just starts roaming again. If this thing kept its 125 special attack as well, that could be really bad. I'm gonna Dark Pulse it because it's resisted. I want to get it down a bit here. Okay, I know that's resisted, but that is tanky. I think... Oh, this ought to be cool. It's gonna kill me, but yeah. Woo! Live on 6! Okay. So this thing is tanky then. It's not as powerful as the original Moltres, but it's much more defensive. I guess... Oh, it has Sucker Punch! You butt! RIP! Okay. Will admit, didn't see that coming. I can go in with Dragonite here. It'll be fine. So I guess this thing is a bit closer to what Articuno was originally. Ooh, that did more than I thought it would. But also at the same time less than I hoped it would, if that makes sense. Okay, keep in mind that was through multi-scale, so that hit pretty hard. I don't really have anything that can weaken it further, right? Oh, Extreme Speed is like 2/3 of the power. That should work. Yeah, okay. So it's at +5, but I have an Assault Vest Bishop, so I think we're fine on that front. You know what? I think I can afford to spend a little bit of time, where are they? A little bit of time trying to get it in the Luxury Bowl just because.
These have got the Pokeball catch rate, so it's not exactly great, but I think I can spend a little bit of time trying to do that. powerful, so that might still be okay. I could see some potential. If this thing has still got like a reasonable enough speed stat, like 90 or 95 or something, you know, which it should do, because again, the minimum stat that one of these birds has is 85, so it probably will still have like a good enough speed stat. I could see this thing being like a weakness policy mon with like Pompe, or maybe Sylvia on quick attack. Ooh, it's got Hurricane. So Hurricane, Nasty Plot, Sucker Punch, Fire Grab. That's the moveset that it's got here. That's okay. I did end up catching Zapdos in this thing, so we'll see. I'm not holding out hope for it, but it would be fitting at the very least. That paralysis spot's also pretty helpful, because it just delays the DP reduction, right? If it can't move in the turn, then it can't use an attack. And if it can't use an attack, then we're totally fine. No. This is what it used to be like. For those who haven't played Pokemon in like 3-4 generations or something, or like, you know, haven't played Gen 4 and under, this is what it used to be like to catch every single legendary Pokemon. They all had this catch rate. And it was really bad. And if you accidentally killed a Pokemon, or if it ran out of moves and killed itself, you had to reset, because otherwise you would permanently lose a Pokemon. At least you don't do that. You don't have that part nowadays, but yeah, this is what the old school Pokemon will like to catch. Yeah, you can't Nasty Plot any further. It is kind of nice in a way, though, the fact that it has Nasty Plot, that at least has a setup move that it could run with here. I think when I was looking through Zapdos' move awareness stuff yesterday, that it kept Ancient Power, so there could be nice waffle coverage here as well. Okay, I might just start throwing Time Balls at it. I want to see how much damage it does to Big Shot before I do that. I don't know why, because it doesn't matter when I control the store, but I just really want it in this Watcher Ball, dang it. Oh, okay. Oh, I know what's happened. Okay. This is going to be annoying on my own end, but yeah, there's been some cutouts because my network adapter went to cut. Welcome to the chapter. There we are. Alright, well, apologies on YouTube for the cuts there as well. This is going to be the disadvantage of using, of not like local recording and stuff here as well. Not like you really missed a whole lot, but my network adapter died there. That's all it was, really. It's not really anything to be worried about per se. It just happens sometimes. It's why I like to use the wireless more, but the Switch has got a bit of a problem with connection strength. Sometimes like it doesn't always get any bars for that. So I still try and use my adapter for the power line where possible, but that sometimes just disconnects, which I think is just an issue with well, not even an issue with the mains per se, but you know what I mean. It's like it's because it's using the I can't get words out of it. Because my wired connection comes through the main socket rather than directly connecting to the router. You can't with the cable from the master socket downstairs all the way upstairs into my router. There's just no way that pans out. So. Right, this thing actually does do quite a significant amount of damage just from start from Time Balls, really. I'm stubborn, dang it, I want it in this Watcher Ball. Worst thing that happens here, I guess, is I just keep this up if I'm gonna go with anything, right? I feel like I should just give in and just use Time Ball here. I don't know. Yeah, let's just use Time Ball. Where are they? Yeah, Time Balls. Let's go. Okay, so I see that I reconnected to chat stuff, but I do not actually see any talking or anything going, so I don't know if it's just because nothing's going on, or why, so I'll just refresh my chat just to be sure. Practicing silence. Okay, that's good. I just like that, just because of having, again, it's funny because it's not the internet disconnecting, like I said, it's just the power line going, so it's always just kind of like I want to make sure that nothing is stayed on there. Well, actually go off. Yeah, that's an assault vest. I know Bishop's not good at special defense. That's an assault vest Bishop. That did a lot of damage. I know it's a +6, so you have to expect, but yeah, right then. Yeah, we're getting to the point where this has almost been half an hour of recording now, even if there was a bit of a weird cut in the middle. Again, like I was saying, when you're using unconventional technology, shall we say, to do stuff that way, sometimes things are just going to go a bit weird. See, that's like 100 damage. It is a 110 base power stat move, so I'm not like overly surprised, but that's still quite a lot. Alright, it doesn't even work the Timer Ball here. This is annoying. If it wasn't for the fact that I have the same, maybe I should just like restart fight or something and try and go for the level ball, I guess. I don't know. That seems like it wouldn't be very good though. I'm pretty sure the Timer Ball is just stronger here. It's just being a butt. To be fair, I wouldn't want to get captured either when I'm a raging dark firebird, I guess. It's not really a firebird at this point, but you know. I wouldn't want to get caught either, so I can appreciate
the resistance, but at the same time I'm like, get in the ball, dang it. Okay, apparently all I had to do was yell at it, and it worked. Okay, there we go. Got him. Alright, yeah, so we got the Moltres as well. One of the legendary birds, woo! Yep. Better report back. But before we do that, I guess I can show the Dex entries, because I have them here. Yeah, completing solves everything, right? Yeah, so it shows the regular one first, because that's the one that I put into the game first. Cool Pokemon, jeez. Featherlight Blades composed of Okay. I can share through, yeah, sure. Psychic Blade Feathers, why not? Except it's a special attack and not a physical one, but details, right? And then, yeah, Zapdos used a crackling sound like the zapping of electricity, except it cannot learn anything to do with electric moves whatsoever. I'm actually kind of disappointed this thing can't learn Wild Charge. Like, that would have actually made sense for it, but nope. No electric whatsoever. They can't learn anything of their original types, from what I've seen. Yeah. Consume the spirit of any creature it hits. Yeah, this is terrifying, actually. That is downright creepy when you think about it. Yeah, it is slightly heavier than the base form that way. Alright, so I guess we could also do the same thing with this here. So, because I'm going to need to like nature mint them and stuff anyway. So what I think I'm actually going to do, just so I can get a gauge on the stats, I'll need to nature mint this later because it was naive in nature, right? So that wasn't gonna do anything. But I'm also just going to do this with Moltres as well, except I can't because it's already that kind of nature. Okay, that's fine then. Yeah, so don't normally use the serious mints and stuff, but I just want to see. I can Dynamax Candy them as well, less than here, because these would be Dynamax threats, that's for sure. Yeah, I just want to see what the stats and stuff are like, and the best way to do that really is to actually like get them hyper trained and whatnot. So that's what we're gonna end this. Well, no, we're gonna end this part speaking to Peony. But yeah, this would be the best way to just like take a general look at them. Because I know at level 100, say like what a 120 base stat looks like, etc. Because I have played this game for too long. Like I've been playing competitive Mon since Gen 4. I learned about it at the end of Gen 3. So yeah, I can gauge basically what the stats would be like for that. Attack defense. I actually might want to just use a regular bottle cap here, because attack is not already maxed. Yeah, that kind of goes against what I just said, but it looks like it's a special attacker anyway. If you have a look at the stats, that's 100 special attack, 125 special defense. So this thing has kind of taken Articuno's place as the tank of the trio. Which is interesting because Moltres was the most offensive one to be in its base form. 125 special attack and a 100 physical attack. That was the highest offensive total out of the set. But here we have oh, I haven't even leveled this one up yet. What am I even doing? If I'm gonna check the stats, you gotta check it properly, dude. Large candies are easy to get back. We'll just do that. And get that trained as well. Looks like this one already has maxed out attack, if I'm seeing the 6 there. Yeah, so we'll just use the gold cap here. I mean, that's pretty much the only reason why you would need to soft reset these. Not the only reason you would want to, but the only reason you'd really need to soft reset these is to get the oh, what's it called? I'm blanking on everything here. It's to get the like a low attack stat, if that's of interest. Where did I put the other one? Wanted to have them all out so we can look at them this way. Alright, so Articuno, like I was saying, it's 95 base speed. That's not too bad. So 95 speed, 125 special attack, 100 special defense, 85 in physical defense, and then 90 in speed in HP. Because the 321 goes to 384. 404 is 100 base HP. So that's, yeah, 90 for that. Or Trick Room Articuno. Yeah. I mean, it is a psychic type, so it can probably learn Trick Room, right? Yeah, the Zapdos is almost identical to a normal Zapdos. It just has, obviously, attack and special attack is switched. But then, whichever one of its defenses was an 85. Again, I'm pretty sure it was physical. But yeah, that has also switched. So it's 85 in special attack and 90 in both defenses. Only very slightly different. I was a bit disappointed that the speed wasn't based on, like, slightly higher than this, But if they're just going to do a stat reshuffle, I think this is about as good as it's going to get. I'd rather have the 100 speed and 125 attack on the Defiantmon, I think, than one that uses max Airstream, than have 100 attack, because I think that would be too weak at that point. And the Moltres, yeah, this is Tank City. So it has the same 90 base HP. They all have 90 base HP. This one's got 90 speed as well, so that's not too bad. It is the slowest, but it's still not as slow as it could be. Base Articuno is 85, so it could have been a bit slower. Wow, fat 125 special defense and 90 in physical. So it can take a hit, which is good because its ability gives it more power when it hangs up. 100 base special attack is really not that bad, actually. Yeah, this thing could be good for weakness policy stuff. I think the problem that I have seen with these so far is that their coverage is really bad. Like, outside of stabs, they have one or two. Zapdos is actually a little bit better because I think it's got Steel Wing, I guess you could use because max Steel Spike. It's got Stomping Tantrum and Blaze Kick. Why it gets like Blaze Kick and not Wild Charge, I don't know. I guess it is a kit move, but I don't think it got Mega Kick though, which is weird. But yeah, I think other than that, Articuno, I believe only had Shadow Ball when I looked at it last night, and maybe Ancient Power as a relearn move. It does get Recover though, I think, which was quite cool. And it kept regular Articuno's Tailwind. So this one has some good potential. Then the Moltres, I think it's just fighting, like Dark and Flying, and that's about it. They're really not, I should do it this way, man. They're really not impressive in terms of coverage, which is a big problem. Like, I just don't know. I don't know what you're supposed to end up doing with these things. Yeah, because you've got Assurance, obviously. Do you have Air Slash? You have Air Slash. Okay, so if you don't want to use Hurricane, at least you've got that. Yeah, Dark Pulse is just weaker than Fiery Wrath, so there's... Unless Dark Pulse has got a higher flinch chance, which would seem unlikely, it's probably not a reason to use that. They... Hyper Beam, they do get Hyper Voice for some reason, but it's normal, it's not a problem to... Yeah, it's like, you don't want to use that, really. Yeah, it doesn't get, like, any different type stuff. Yeah, Shadow Ball. To go with that Dart typing that you've already got that does that. It does get Snarl, so that's making me think more of a utility thing for the Moltres here. And it does get Taunt too. Like U-Turn is better on Zapdos because of the higher attack stat, right? It doesn't even get like Will-O-Wisp. So, I don't know what you're supposed to do with them. Just because they don't have very good move pools. For any sort of coverage. I think it's going to be really easy to resist these with just like one Pokemon. Like Metagross is weak to Ghost, admittedly. If you did go like all out attacking on this thing, you could use Shadow Ball. They can hit hard though. Like it's difficult to say that this is going to be not that good or something because let's face it, it's a 125 base. Special attack mon that is using max airstream and has competitive, so it's an anti-intimidate, etc. And it's got freeze on its main attack, right? It's hard to say that it's not going to be good because it will be, but it's like it's so limited in what it actually can hit that I'm just not really sure like how prevalent it's going to be because it does like one thing, and admittedly it does that one thing pretty good. But I guess you could ally switch with it if you're an asshole. But, you know. Anyway. That will almost do the first bit. I did say we're going to go back and speak to Peony here. So even though this one's running a little bit long, we did have the technical issues in the middle of it. So let's go ahead and... Oh, that was a cheeky little thing. I didn't even like probably show that. Going to the side from the very top of the map, going to the side to get to Isle of Armor, and then going down to get to Crown Tundra because your cursor is at the bottom of the screen. It's a little bit quicker than going straight down the map to the Crown Tundra. Yep, legendary bird Pokemon. I guess we gotta report them all individually, right? That's ultra mega brilliant. Huh? Manipulate ice. Nope. Doesn't really do, it's got this dodgy mask on and everything. No, I think it seems pretty dang cold to me, but whatever. Yeah, it's got 1 mega ult. Yeah, exactly. That's Articuno enough for me. It can look at you coldly, therefore it's Articuno. So, literally every Pokemon in the game that has at least a mildly, like, you know, cold stare is apparently an Articuno now. Definitely see the resemblance. The legs look thicker. Uh-huh. Nope, it is not in the slightest. It's as spiky and as long peaked as I hoped for. I guess if we just put a couple of if we put a couple of fawns on Fero, does that make it a Zapdos as well then? Because it's got a long beak and it could be spiky if you put if you like sellotape some fawns to its back. Yeah, I know, right? Cold Stare is in the wrong game. The legendary Pokemon is the embodiment of fire. It's not all that hot to the touch. Nope, it's not. Okay, he's got a point there, though. Looks like it looks a bit like it's burning if you don't look too close. Alright, so Magmar confirmed Moltres then, because it looks like it's burning. Yep. Right, so expedition done. So next time we have the giants to go for, which shouldn't necessarily. I mean, it might be a little bit annoying to catch some of them, but it shouldn't necessarily be that difficult to do. So, with that said, this has been GamerCow. Thank you very much for watching on the YouTube side. Unfortunately, couldn't get these in luxury balls, but hey, at least we got them first try though. That's the main thing. Didn't have to do the fights again. So yeah, legendary birds captured. Next time we're going in to get the Reggies and see what they're like. And with that, I don't know what else is still to do here, but we'll find out as we go. Till next time, take care.